humility and patience. I was doing real life renovation, and though I made mistake on occasion, I bounce back, I'm a one-man nation. Proactive, no procrastination. I avoid limitation, I ain't affected by inflation. Outside everyday dedication. Alright, welcome to another episode of the Neuro Health Show. I hope you're well, I hope your friends are well, and I hope your family's well. Check up on your friends and family, man. Make sure that they're doing well physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. It's important, man. Now, you know what time it is. We're back pushing SAS mode, SAS mode, which is no sugar, no alcohol, no animals, no smoking, and no sex. And today's episode, a lot of people ask me, what's my beef with animals? Pun intended. But the reality is, I've got no beef with animals. I used to eat animals myself. The reason why I stopped is because I started boxing. And when you're training in the sport of boxing, it's important that you feel light. And me cutting out animals and all meat products from my diet made me feel light. So I stuck with it. Now, whilst I was on that journey, I was also doing some research on animals. You know, there's a lot of theories out there. Some people say we're humans, we need animals, we need to be eating them. And some people say we're humans, we don't need animals. We should only be eating veg, fruits, and things that are grown naturally from the earth. So I've done my research. I've been studying holistic health for about I think it's about 12 years now. Started in around late 2014. One of my go-to guys has been Dr. Africa. Not sure if you guys know him, but I've got his book. It's called The Textbook of African Holistic Health. And for me, I use that as a manual. It's like the health Bible. So let's see what his theory is when it comes to meat. Meat consumption, or the eating of dead animal corpses, is sometimes overlooked and unquestioned. Meat is the most synthetic, chemicalized food. Meat has chemicals such as sodium chloride bleach to help it look red. Sodium nitrate, causes cancer. Calcium caseinate helps meat scraps stick together. Cornstarch helps it bind, and caramel dye to give it color. Eating meat is more of a religious belief than a nutritional belief. Meat is not a complete protein. Beans, nuts, and seed combinations provide complete protein. Mass media has focused upon meat's protein value. However, there are some other dimensions to it. Meat glue, mostly used in restaurants, is collected scraps of leftover meat that are glued together. They sell it as a round steak, fish sticks, and chicken nuggets. Meat glue is very toxic, and factory workers wear contamination gear to handle it. Meat glue has gelatin made from slaughter animals, collagen scraps, carboxmethyl used for oil drilling, I don't know what that is, acetic acid, vinyl acetate used for paint and industrial pipes, methacrylate used for plexiglass, I don't know what plexiglass is, or methacrylate, polystyrene used for styrofoam, nitrous oxide used for Viagra, hairsprays, and flammable toxin, MSG, silicone, cyclopentasiloxane, I don't even know what that is, sodium benzoate, gum arabic paper glue, etc. All right, so we're gonna stop there because boy, this was getting technical. I was feeling like I was in a science class, in a science course. Do you feel me? But that's his theory on meat glue and his theory on meat. once I started doing more and more research and hearing his theories, and not just his, but other people's theories, it made me adamant that I wasn't going to go back to meat. So what I would say is that for anyone wondering, is meat good for you? Is it not good for you? If you're eating meat already, I'm not here to try to change anybody's point of view. Do you know what I mean? I'm not like protect the animals. I'm not on that kind of wave. But what I will say is do your own research. Check it out. Check out different theories and see which one applies to you the most. See which one resonates with you the most and take it from there. I'm not against eating meat. I mean, I'm not against eating animals. To each their own. I've found what suits me and I push it. I speak it out there because it suits me and it benefits me. It could benefit someone that's listening. Hence why I push it. And this is what we've got to remember about SAS mode as well, SAS mode. I'm not against sugar. I'm not against alcohol. I'm not against animals. I'm not against smoking, and I'm not against sex. What I am against, though, is becoming a slave to those 5 things that I just mentioned. Becoming a slave to sugar, animals, alcohol, smoking, and sex. That's what I am against. And that's the reason why I push SAS mode. Because it helps me maintain a balanced nervous system. I don't wake up every single day trying to attempt one of those 5 things. I wake up every day with clarity. And people say everything in moderation. Like someone commented actually on my TikTok page and they said everything is okay in moderation. I responded to him, no, it isn't. Because if that's the case, you can drink bleach in moderation and eat your own waste in moderation. Now, obviously, I went over the top, but I done that for a reason. Because what we consider as moderation isn't moderation. If we're saying sugar is good in moderation, yeah, more than likely, let's have it right. Cool, you can probably get away with having sugar, moderate sugar. You can get away with having moderate alcohol, moderate animals, moderate smoking. Do you know what I mean? You can get away with it. But the reality is that we don't moderate things. We overdo it, we overuse it, and we abuse it. So this is why I have the stance that I have with SAS mode. The main reason I push SAS mode is because it keeps me on my toes and it makes sure and ensures that I do not go back to being a slave to those things. I'm not against any of them, but it just makes sure and ensures that I don't go back to being a slave to it. And that's why I push it and speak it out there, because a lot of people are slaves to these things. I'm not saying don't partake in it. What I'm saying is don't let it control your life. That's when the problems come. That's when the anxiety comes. That's when the depression comes. That's when the stress comes. The doubtfulness, the shame, the guilt, the diabetes. So that's the main topic. I feel like the majority of the points have been covered today. If this has helped you, you know what to do. And if you feel like this could help someone else, again, you know what to do. And remember, a healthy man has many goals, but a sick man only has one. Boom.